3676 26th Street. Couple of different things. We've got some hand weeding down the driveway in areas like this. We're going to leave the whole strip in the middle. We're going to spray horticultural vinegar along the side and along the side in other areas I mentioned. We'll get this rock area in here. We want to keep the spray 2 feet away from those grasses because the spray actually sprays more than where you're aiming for. But we'll get underneath the trailer with the spray. I'm not sure if we're picking up these branches yet. More hand weeding in here. Couple more things down there, the bindweed. And once we get here, there's a couple of some weed whacking. So that's yarrow, that's an intentional plant. We'll leave this too, I think that's a salvia. Russian sage stays, the 2 sumac trees, and then these lavenders stay as well. Not sure about the branches yet, but we'll weed whack all the other areas on this side. On this side, we're gonna leave the whole thing. He's got yarrow coming up and he wants to save that. So then this side, once it's weeded, 2 inches of mulch. Once this side's weeded and sprayed, 2 inches of mulch. So things, got a lot of bindweed along the fence, right around the base of the trees here because they get the water. So those should all be pulled out. Without disturbing the poppies along the fence, there's grasses that are coming out, so those could be pulled. More bindweed near this tree here. And we've got more bindweed near the Buddha. Lots of bindweed in that area. And we could rake out a little bit of the leaves and stuff, get it cleaned up for the mulch. And then in here, in this area, we're gonna spray the rocks all the way through here. Okay, I think we're gonna add mulch there as well. We'll probably give this a quick blowout in here from the rocks. If anything, we can weed whack in between the 2 garden beds and just watch irrigation hoses and rake that out. Down here, let's not spray near the ducks. So anything in here, he wants to leave these poppies, California poppies, which are those, and all this other stuff. This creeper can come out. So just going to hand weed in here. This looks like all weeds, but it's actually, we got some sunflowers growing in here. And this stuff is actually money wort, so that will stay. But along the edges and stuff, that will get hand weeded. Guess we can hand weed a little bit in there. So once we get back here, we've got a long narrow strip of mulch starting there, runs the whole course of the fence. We'll do some weeding in here on the inside of the edging and anywhere else you can see stuff coming through. A little bit in here, inside the edging here, around here. Just kind of follow the inside. If we can clean that up well, that'd be good. Down to there. The other part of the weeding would be anywhere along inside the mulch bed where it looks like there are some weeds, and then all this in here would be weeded, and this little rock area would be weeded as well. We got some weeds in here, and then we've got a big branch that's broken. Looks like it could be cut see it. Any of these ones that are kind of hanging over onto the lawn, we'll cut down to the base. But the ones that aren't hanging over, just leave. A couple more examples of areas in the beds that have weeds. Then there's a bunch of twigs all over the ground here, so that would be good to pick up. All these little guys that are hanging over onto the lawn, as you can see, coming back to the base, and then we'll break up all these twigs. Over here, mainly it'd be this one. These other ones that are hanging over from the tree, so that's fine. And a little bit more weeding in these rock beds here and down the stretch. A couple things in these rock beds here too. That's a plant along there. We're also going to do mulch around these roses. 2 inches everywhere. We've got some weeding to do in here first, and then some more weeds in here. There's a little square bed at the end down there, but 2 inches here, and we got mulch in the back along the fence, and then a couple of spots. This tree, that area could be weeded and mulched. We're gonna leave these little carrot looking things alone, and then we got the mulch sort of starts here and wraps around. So leave the middle of the driveway. We'll spray the sides with that horticultural vinegar, the side of the road, and we'll spray up here, and then maybe we'll spray kind of getting close to, I don't want to get too close to these honeysuckles, but in there, that's pretty much the job.